August 2010, Matthew, Caroline, and I embarked on a 4-day backpacking trip to Cloudy Pass on the edge of the North Cascades National Park. We boarded the Lady Express in Chelan and headed up lake to Lucerne.
We hope everyone has a pleasant trip up lake today.
There was a major forest fire at the end of the lake, and I was worried that the heavy smoke would impact our hike. Apparently, some people need a lot of sleep. Even though the smoke was getting thicker, we were headed west, away from the fire, and it eventually burned out and wasn't much of a factor for us. We unloaded and met the Holden Village shuttle, which would take us up a very steep 12-mile winding gravel road. Holden is a former copper mine, now a year-round Christian retreat run by the Lutheran Church, and residents have a tradition that all visitors are greeted by applause and cheers. The town features residence chalets, yurts, a bowling alley, a one-room school, and a large community dining room where mostly vegetarian meals are served. At any time, up to 300 guests and staff live here. We were in time for lunch at the dining room hall, before we picked up our gear at the shuttle loading dock. We headed 1 mile out of town to set up in the Holden campground. We passed the site of the copper mine that was once so prolific that the copper removed from the ground could completely cover all of 55-mile-long Lake Chelan. During the Depression, it was the largest mine in the United States. After World War II, metal prices dropped and the mine was closed in 1957. We could still see the rock foundations of the miners' homes, long abandoned back to the wilderness.
How's this look for a camp?
Good, it's nice and flat.
Yeah, it's flat and soft.
Our 4-person Black Diamond tent left us plenty of room to sleep and even bring in our gear, and you could half stand up inside to put on your clothes in the morning. The bugs were thick and relentless, so we always zipped the door closed. Matthew was our inside guy, responsible for making sure the pole was centered and the correct height.
Which side are you sleeping on, Dad? This one or that one?
Like Caroline.
After hanging our food supply, we realized an advantage to staying at the Holden campground. We could walk back into town for dinner and shopping. We browsed the surprisingly well-stocked general store, and Caroline found a book to read. Matt had brought along his summer required reading for Honors English, F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. It was so warm and pleasant that most of us ate dinner outside. Holden even has a full basketball court near the one-room school.
His shirt is kind of constricting.
It's the shirt?
Kind of.
So if you had a different shirt, you'd be scoring all those points?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, Caroline. See if your shirt holds you back. Give it a try.
I'm good.
I can't lift up high.
This is probably the only basketball court in the world that has wild animals buying tickets to watch the game.
I don't know if you need your fleece coat on. Kelly, you need that or not? Good morning. Alright. There's some hot cider for you.
Where's my backpack?
Over there.
Is this the cider?
Yeah. Grab a spoon there. Looking great, Matthew. Good morning.
Bad morning.
Why?
Because it's morning.
Oh, I see. Breakfast skillet is next.
Or
About 3-4 more minutes.
I dream that I lost my schedule on the first day of school, so I didn't know my last classes, so I couldn't find them. And then I had to ride home in the trunk.
Trunk of what?
Mom's car.
Why?
Because she had to take home 5 other people.
Very weird, Matthew. That's not a dream, that's a nightmare.
That's what I said.
Our goal for the day was Lyman Lake, 8 miles and 2,000 feet in elevation gain. We all had our new ultralight gossamer gear packs, and averaging 2 miles per hour, we started up the trail. We crossed above Heart Lake, our day's halfway point at 4 miles. The best way to keep cool on a hot day is to pour a hat full of icy mountain water directly on your head. It looks funny, but it really works.
Anyway, here's our break.
This was our hardest crossing we faced. The key to crossing safely is to move only 1 foot or pole at a time, leaving 3 points of balance.
How was that, Caroline?
What?
How was that?
Scary.
Scary, yeah, good job.
As we ascended, it began to rain and the wet bushes brushed against our clothes. I told Matt and Caroline that when we crossed beneath large rock slabs on the right, we would be only a half-mile away from the lake.
Let's climb it.
That's what I'm talking about. Lyman Lake, you guys made it. 8 miles, 2,000 feet. We are here. Done. How do you feel?
Tired.
Tired. Let's go look at the lake. It's right over here.
Where am I going?
Straight.
Alright, we made it. We're here, Lyman Lake.
That night, a powerful thunderstorm soaked our gear, and with forecasts of more rain, we reluctantly descended back to Lucerne, giving up on our dream of reaching Cloudy Pass. However, halfway down, the sun came out and blue skies appeared, so we agreed to turn around, regain 1,000 feet, and climb another 1,000 feet to the pass. I really wanted a picture of us at Cloudy Pass, but my camera battery showed 0 charge. I pushed the record button anyway and hoped for the best.
Well, after tons of mosquitoes, a big rainstorm and thunderstorm, me almost dying, we made it.
Yay.